But you're right. Would everybody else, wouldn't you say, what would, a meltdown?
So it's probably going to get worse before it gets better.
Always.
Okay.
Whenever attempting to change a behavior, your experience must get worse. Because you have to understand, you're working with children that have been doing the same thing over and over, and they're expecting your yell. Everything that you do, they're even expecting when to change their behavior. You know, mom's got to get to that point. They may not even be listening to the words. They may be looking at the distance of the vein that pops out of your neck, and they say, okay, that's it. We brought her to the point. Don't go any further. All behaviors, children will say, whoa, wait a minute. This didn't work this time, so I must do it harder. And so let's talk a minute about this meltdown. Because many, many parents are frightened of this meltdown. This meltdown that the child holds so skillfully close to their vest. You know it can happen. Don't push me. Don't push me where? Don't push me into trying to follow instructions. Don't push me into accepting no. Don't even go there. And we don't. Because we really don't want that wrath. Because you know what's in our mind? Not the wrath today, but that wrath will be there every day until we pass away. And the fact is, that's not so. They would exhibit that wrath, and they may do it for a week. And then they would have to find a new way. And I wonder if that new way, they would have to take your advice as to what is this new way, because they don't know. They're not skilled children. In other words, they're doing things based on their trial and error, what works and what doesn't, but they aren't really studying making your lives miserable. They don't know 1,000 different ways. They only know a couple of ways. And they've tested these threats out, and you have shown susceptible to them. One of the greatest encouraging factors to a tantrum is the fact that you are nervous about it. They will tell you when they tantrum. Never will you push them into it. You will try to say, hey, don't get so angry. Maybe you'll bribe. Maybe you'll use extortion. Don't you dare. Be careful, you know. But you show that your hands are up in the air. Don't be careful. Hey, don't hurt me. That is very encouraging to a child to tantrum. The next thing is, they tell you how intense this tantrum is going to get. How deep are we going to melt down? They tell you that. And you respond in kind. If they go this high, you go that high. They go down, you go down. Do you ever argue with your spouse and they're not angry? That's a terrible thing. That's when it's time to pull in an in-law. You know what you do? You got to throw something at them and get them mad. You cannot leave them calm. And that is, of course, what your children do, and they dictate that dance. And then the final aspect, they tell you when that meltdown is over and you're glad. You're ready to hug them. Right? They get done. They just made your life miserable. You're thinking about possibly institutionalizing yourself. And they go, hug? And you go, yes, sweetheart. Oh, God, yes. It's all right. I just want you to know that I love you. Yeah, that's what I say. You can't give a child that much encouragement and then say, why are you tantruming?